Hello, my name is Luis Ponce,
My name is John Cruz.
My name is Michelle Makuzep.
and today we're going to talk about William Hurt Kilpatrick.
William Hurt Kilpatrick was born on November 20th, 1871, in White Plains, Georgia. He was son of James Hines Kilpatrick, a Baptist pastor, and Edna Perrin Kilpatrick. His early education was based in school villages. At the age of 17, he enrolled into Mercer University. He graduated in 1891, then completed and graduated a year at Johns Hopkins University studying mathematics and physics. Throughout the years, William Kilpatrick kept studying, gaining his MA degree. While doing so, he taught several subjects at different locations, as well as becoming principal at the schools. He became president for 2 years at Mercer University and removed himself in 1906. He married Mary on December 27, 1898. He had 3 children, however only one survived. He continued to study. He got his doctorate and eventually became a professor in 1918. He lectured in many universities as well as schools abroad. William was getting involved in educational organizations. He was one of the most influential educators in the 1920s. John Dewey was Kilpatrick's mentor at Columbia. William shared his concern for children's education to Dewey. He wrote theories and was part of an education movement. He was the author of 14 books. He wrote countless articles. William retired in 1938, but still remained active in the educational world, and he continued to lecture. William Hurt Kilpatrick died on February 13, 1965, in New York City.
From starting off as a mathematics teacher for kindergartens to becoming a principal within a year period to fulfilling to what other teachers consider a dream of doing with their life in the field of education. As years passed by with his profession growing, Kilpatrick became known for his contribution to education ever since he met John Dewey and falling in love with the educational career. Kilpatrick was famous for his numerous of books and articles he wrote about, especially for his article The Project Method, which he wrote in 1908 in the Teachers College Record. The main purpose of the Project Method was to find a way to be able to teach any type of students, from class amount to mind capability in the sense of knowledge. It was based to match the child-centered approach advocated by progressive educators. The emphasis that the project placed was on the individual learning, on the reflective activity, and on the development of the whole child. Another reason for Kilpatrick's rising influence in American education were his effective teaching and charismatic public speaking ability. Often teaching classes in excess of 600 students where he was able to use group work, discussion, and summary lectures to improve the education experience for his students. Kilpatrick's way of teaching influenced many of his students and people who read his books to continue down the path of education and exceed in their own vision to become the best educators they could possibly be. His contribution was all around, from his studies to methods to even his way of teaching that changed what education is now taught.
From the biography to the explanation of how he contributed to education, to finally ending this video with a lasting impact and the legacy he left to the life of teachers. Being John Dewey's apprentice, he was put on high standards to fulfill many accomplishments in the sense of education career. When he met Dewey at Columbia University, from starting small in a position of mathematical teaching in an elementary school to following up his second year as becoming that school's principal, Kilpatrick became a huge role in the educational field ever since he first started teaching, as he moved up to a higher responsibility standards as every year passed. William Hurt Kilpatrick taught many classes around the world. He contributed his time and intelligence to his students. He impacted many to become better teachers. His theories, books, and articles were read with great praise. William's love for children was shown in his works, as he never stopped lecturing even after he retired. That showed how much he cared for the educational world. During the 1920s and 1930s, Kilpatrick became one of the most significant progressive educators of the period, with the exception of John Dewey himself. He was also viewed by scholars as a disciple of Dewey and a polarizer of the educational philosophy. Kilpatrick did not participate object to his appraisal of his work, although it probably constituted an injustice to his own contribution to educational theory. At Columbia, Kilpatrick once found fault with himself in the diary for being able to find little to object to in John Dewey's position. By the same token, Dewey is said to have called Kilpatrick the best student I have ever had. Kilpatrick shared with Dewey the desire to have the school curriculum reflect to some extent students' interests, purpose, and the place problem solving at the core of the education process. He moved somewhat beyond Dewey, however, in the extent of his opposition to the traditional curriculum organized in advance and presented to children in the form of fixed subject matter. Kilpatrick theory learning emphasized what he called purposefully active engaged in by pupils as they worked on a variety of projects. His views were set forth in the project method, an essay that appeared in the Texas College Record in 1918, and he later expanded into a book entitled Foundations of Method. Over the years of some 60,000 reprints of the essays were sold in the pamphlet form. Kilpatrick firmly established as the nation's leading spokesman for progressive education. Kilpatrick's concern for the children's interests and purpose did not result in executive educational individualism. Like his mentor John Dewey, Kilpatrick co-edited the journal from 1939 to 1943. Although writing did not come easy to Kilpatrick, he was an author of 14 books and hundreds of articles, but the one he is known for was the project method. Apart from writing, Kilpatrick's profound influence on American education was attributable in large part to the extraordinary skills as a teacher and lecturer. His ability to galvanize classes consisting of hundreds of students was legendary, and it has been estimated that he taught close to 35,000 students at Teachers College, many of whom eventually assumed positions of education leadership across the country.